And now we're going to jump into this week's installment of Ultra Fantasy Wrestling. This week we're doing non-wrestling personnel.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, who is the leader of your show, your GM, your commissioner, your whatever you want to call them? What title did you give this person?
Oh, they're just the regular old-fashioned GM, and I chose the band that I feel like will make my show the most watchable thing
Paul
on
Heyman?
TV. Yes.
How did I guess that?
Paul Heyman has always been, like this is my thing. When ECW was a thing, Paul Heyman was the man that ran the show. And that shit, I was watching more than Raw. I was watching more than anything else. Just the simple fact that even though he was cutting them short on money, still owe people money.
To this day.
Those people were so faithful to him to the point that they were using their own money, their own credit cards and everything. And I'm like, that takes a lot for a man that basically fucked you over for you to work that hard for him. And I feel like him as my GM, he will probably set my roster ablaze because I feel like he'll get everybody a chance to fucking really show off what they want and not make everybody a jobber like he did ECW. Because in ECW, everybody was a damn star. I don't give a damn who you were. You was a star. He gave you the option. And I feel like with him, he would make everybody on my roster when I choose a star. He would get everybody the opportunity they need.
Mm-hmm. I have gone with, I'm passing the business down. Vince McMahon is gone. I'm passing the business on. Here comes the money. Shane McMahon.
Ooh.
Obviously, everybody, when Vince finally steps down, Triple H is going to take over. I want to see a Shane McMahon company. I feel like Shane will do a decent job himself as well. Shane is my on-screen authority.
Yeah, I feel like Shane would too, because Shane been crazy through most of the Attitude Era up to the PG era. He was, hell, me and my ladies actually watched a 100 top OGM moments. Shane was like 17 of them damn things.
And this is babyface Shane. This is not heel Shane. Old man Shane can't be a heel. It's horrible. When he was in his 30s and he was cocky and he was just, throwing, I'm the boss's son in everybody's face, fine, he could be a heel. Old man Shane has to be a babyface because he's just too beloved now. Because when he came back, what was that, 2016? When he came back, that pop was so over the top organic.
Just to hear that entrance music pop off, the crowd jumped like Stone Cold had said he was coming back to wrestling.
See Marvin's question in the chat?
Yeah, I see that. And Kelvin said, my commissioner is myself. Of course it is. Of course he's his own commissioner. And his commentators are Joey Styles and Jim Ross. I like that pairing. I like the pairing, but who's the lead announcer and who's the analyst?
That's the problem.
I think you'd have to go with Joey Styles as the lead commentator and let Jim Ross tell the stories.
Yeah.
Because like the old sage veteran,
It's weird because they're both play-by-play guys.
Yeah, because typically you want a former wrestler in the analyst position.
Or, somebody that has a lot of personality.
Yeah. So I think Joey Styles, you'd have to go as lead commentator.
Mine was funny because I chose mine just on the fact that I feel like they will make the crowd pop for no damn reason all the time.
Uh-huh.
And it was King and Ronaldo.
Okay. So Ronaldo's your lead commentary, and you have Moro. I like that.
Yeah, you got a veteran in there for years, and Ronaldo just, I don't know, when Ronaldo screams and he knows the name of moves and he screams them out, you just get hyped for some goddamn reason. He basically was JR, just more hyper.
Well, I'm just writing down your stuff for future reference. Okay, my lead analyst. I went outside of the box. Well, not complete outside of the box. Modern guys that he has experience. He has a legitimate, journalist background. But he's modern but respected. It came down to one of two people because I feel like they both fall in the same category. The one I didn't pick was Ian Riccaboni from MLW. He was my first choice. Mm-hmm. Instead, I went with Kevin Kelly from Ring of Honor. I feel like he's probably, after Morrow, after, JR. But I also put Morrow in a different category because he's all personality. Whereas Kevin Kelly, she's just like, he speaks and he's engaging. He speaks in a normal tone and he's engaging. So I went with Kevin Kelly for that reason. And my analyst, somebody's going to flip lids every time they speak because you don't know what they're going to say. What?
Oh, Stone Cold.
What? Stone Cold.
Oh my God, that would be kind of cool as hell.
Stone Cold is my analyst.
I think he was a great general manager, though. I'll tell you that right now.
I was thinking over there on those lines too, but I was like, I want Stone Cold to speak all the time on my show.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. Before I chose King, it really was Ronaldo and Booker T. But I feel like Booker T wouldn't want to do it just that long a tenure as a commentator.
I was also thinking about CM Punk for my analyst. Because when he did those like random commentary segments, he was really good. So I was heavily considering CM Punk.
He did really well at that, I think, especially if he took it seriously.
Yeah, because like he even does like random UFC events. Like he'll just jump on for like a match and talk. He's really good because again, he's engaging when he speaks. You want to hear what he has to say. Next category. Ring announcer. I went with the tried and true through the 2000s, Lillian Garcia.
You know what's funny? I wanted Lillian Garcia too, and I thought about it, and I was like, I think Dark gonna pick Lillian Garcia.
Okay.
It's weird. I wanted who's the ring announcer around the Attitude Era?
Tony Chimmel?
Yeah, that's what
Tony Chimmel.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted that iconic thing when he says where you're from and then he says your name in that certain tone. Like everybody had their different names and different tone by him. I just want that just to make the crowd pop when certain people to come out.
Surprised neither one of you took David Penzer.
I thought about it, but then I was like, I don't know. Like, I like him, but I don't know. I just didn't choose him for some reason.
I think after Howard Finkel, he might be my favorite.
Yeah. Because I was like, no, I can't use Finkel because he's not alive. Because we have to use people that are alive. That's one of our rules. They have to be alive. And once we get to wrestlers, they have to be able-bodied. We can't use Flair on the roster.
Can't use Flair. Can't use Hogan. Can't go out there and get the Rock and Roll Express, even though they out here still doing Canadian Destroyer.
I would say they're fair game because they're wrestling. I would say Rock and Roll is fair game,
and they're still good.
Mm-hmm. It's fucking weird.
Well, my buddy actually wrestled them probably about a month ago, and he was talking to me about it. And the way he was describing the experience is just like the ultimate professionals.
Valdor said, "I'm gonna start up the cloning machine and use Booker T for all those positions."
I can hear Booker announcing, and then Booker on the commentary going, "Tell me he just didn't say that."
And then right under it, Kelvin said, "Shucky Ducky Quack Quack." Kelvin's ring announcer is Bobby Cruz from Ring of Honor.
I can work with that.
Well, let's answer Marv's question. Who's your Mount Rushmore of wrestling GMs?
Jack Tunney has to be on there.
Okay.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
Let's see. Personally,
there hasn't been too many though. If you think about it, like, are we going to count the commissioner role as one?
Yeah. Just the on-screen authority. Period. We'll go with that. Moniker. Just on-screen authority. Just off the top of my head, for me, I got to go Stone Cold. I got to go Foley. Early Foley when he was commissioner the first time. No, that exactly. Foley.
Not this.
Not the GM Foley was cool, but Commissioner Foley was better. I gotta go Bischoff. And I gotta go I guess I got to go Cornette in TNA.
Oh, he was good. Forget about that.
I
I
would-
think I would do
I would go.
Stone Cold, Mick Foley,
Okay.
Bischoff, and I might go with, I kind of really like the heat that Eric Bischoff would get in WCW in those, when he first joined the NWO, like when he made Rick, was it the referees? He fired the referee in front of his kids. That was some good shit.
Okay.
Oh, Teddy Long,
Don't-
how do you forget?
Oh, player. Yeah, Kelvin went with Teddy Long, Stephanie McFoley, and Stone Cold.
Solid list.
Now,
Stone
what
Cold,
version of
McFoley, Teddy
Stephanie,
Long,
Kelvin?
yeah.
Are we talking like, versus Eric Bischoff era, or are we talking authority Stephanie?
You have to go
Yeah,
with the Bischoff
good.
era.
I
tell
actually
you right
like the
now.
authority Stephanie because she was such a bitch.
Yeah, but you can't get any heat. You can't get it back on her, which is the problem. Like, she would neuter these baby faces, and there's no payoff.
When she was dealing with certain people, yeah, she neutered them. But when it was like top of the card people, like the Daniel Bryan storyline, that was good. Her and the Daniel Bryan storyline was good.
Yeah, but like when they had the payoff, finally, they had her beat Brie Bell. That was going to be the payoff to that.
Yeah.
And she won.
Yeah, which was actually a really good match.
Yeah, that was hot, and then they were. I think the finish was the wrong finish.
Yeah. So who did you pick, Alex? I don't know if I wrote it down. You put
Stone
Tony.
Cold, Mick Foley, Paul Heyman, and what's it called? I said it the first time.
Okay. Oh, Kelvin's going way back, 2002. Stephanie. Okay.
Oh damn! Stephanie McMahon where
The
she
$1 billion
bent over a table.
princess.
Oh, about to bend over a table and she. Oh, do I got your attention now?
No, I think that's the Stephanie that we were talking about. That's when she was in the Bischoff beef.
I thought that was like 2006ish.
No. she
No.
wasn't around then.
No. He's right. That's the Eric Bischoff beef one.
Okay.
That's
she
when
brought in the
her
United
and
States
Bischoff
title.
was kept. Her and Bischoff kept going against each other about who they wanted to have on their shows and shit. There, that beef, Stephanie.
Okay. All
I ain't
right.
gonna lie. That's probably the best Stephanie we had at that point because she was her father, but in her own way. She wasn't as like him, but you can see that she was trying to be him, but be her at the same time. So she was being conniving, she was being a dick, but at the same time, she was still making business moves that was making sense around that time.
Okay. Next position for our fantasy draft. Interviewers. In-ring interview, backstage interview. It can be the same person. It can be different people. Who did you pick?
Bro, that was kind of hard. I had to Google all the people that did interviews, and I was like, God damn, it's a lot of people. And it's like a majority of my life. Jesus Christ. What the fuck is his name? Oh my God, I just forgot it. My head. Shit, Jesus.
Naki.
They let him. Oh God, Funaki always gonna be
SmackDown number one
SmackDown announcer. I don't give a damn what nobody say. He's number one. Period. Like when people are like, who's your best SmackDown? Funaki. What? Yeah, Funaki. He's number one SmackDown best interviewer.
I
Period.
feel like this
That's all
is
it
this is a hard one because since Gene Okerlund, who I think was the best.
Yeah, I
one,
wanted to use Gene, but he's not
Yeah,
with
G.
us.
Oakland was
like
he
who's
was
done
the
it
best.
even nearly as good?
For my backstage interview, Michael Cole.
You know what?
Remember when he was getting shit on by The Rock?
With his
I
frost
will let you
tips.
have that because he was getting shit on by everybody in the back.
I love that Michael Cole.
Coach would be a good one.
Coach, yeah. And for my in-ring interview, I went with Renee Young.
That's a solid choice.
Oh, match is over. Oh, I like Renee in that role because she's personable.
Yeah, no.
I'm trying to remember old boy's name. WWE let go. That was commentary. Did interviews in the back.
Matt Stryker, Todd Phillips.
No, Top Phillips. There you go, Top Phillips.
Okay.
Top Phillips will be my interviewer in the back and out in the ring.
Okay.
I just like Tom. I like Tom Phillips. Because Tom Phillips been there for so long, even though he started off as a wrestler. Tom Phillips was good to me for the simple fact that he knew about everybody. He knew everything he needed to know, and he was just good at sitting down interviews. He was like a young version of fucking JR when it came to interviews. Like he did it professionally. Even if he got shitted on, he still did it professionally as hell. Like he never broke his professionalism of doing it. And I feel like with him, when it's time for the call, that he'd probably be the most professional man I could have to do an interview with somebody.
Kelvin chose Michael Cole for in-ring, and he took Charlie Caruso for backstage. You know what? I forgot about Charlie Caruso. No, I still wouldn't take her over Renee, though. I like Charlie, but I would not take her over Renee.
Well, I would just take Charlie Caruso. You don't have to have a role. I just take Charlie Caruso.
Oh, yeah. Well, word. That's an absolute fact.
He's like, what job are you giving me? The job of being my woman. that costs that comes with a lot of payment, a lot of no Vince McMahon kiss my ass club, but you do it if you want to.
All right. And before we wrap up, who are your referees? Pick however many you want.
Oh man, that was even harder, bro. Because there's still a lot of referees out now. Like, I wanted to pick Hefner. I wanted Hefner bad as hell, and I still kind of do. But
he's still working, so you can use him.
I know, but what was old boy name that used to be SmackDown's referee, the one with the blonde hair? The short one with the blonde hair.
Little H, Charles Robinson. Right?
Yes.
Well, I have to cross off Charles Robinson. I picked him.
Yeah, like I don't know why. Like Paul, like not even Paul. Earl Hebner is known. Like we know Earl Hebner almost our whole damn lives as wrestling fans for us being our agents. But when he came to the scene, he was in WCW and he came to WWE, he was like my Earl Hebner. Like I always like to see him in big matches because I ain't gonna lie, him jumping across the ring and sliding for that count, I was like, bro, this man is agile as shit.
Oh, are you talking about the WrestleMania where one of the refs got bumped and he ran down the ramp?
ran slid through the ring almost to the other side and started counting. I was like, yo, who is this man?
Was that Cena Batista? Was that match?
That was Undertaker Edge.
It was okay.
Yeah. That motherfucker slid midway across the whole ring. Like, he literally could slip from one end to the other how fast he was running. I was like, yo, this man is like a superhero. Like, this man is great. And like, I hate the fact that we don't see him as much on TV anymore now.
Yeah.
But god damn, boy, he's my top next to Earl Hebner. I swear he is. I still want Earl Hebner. The simple fact, the lineage, and I feel like Earl Hebner would be like the overseer of referees coming in because he's been doing it for so long. I just don't need him to steal my merchandise and sell it.
Yep, he's notorious for that.
Yeah, I can't let that shit go. He's not allowed to go buy any merch. His ass stay in the back. He goes to work and he goes to fuck home. He can't go buy anything merchandise. He just can't touch it. I was going to choose his brother also, but then I was like, I rarely remember his brother refereeing this much. It's kind of weird.
Well, let me give you mine while you think of another one. My number one referee, I'm going with Aubrey Edwards. She is a friend of the podcast. She answers my DMs.
Oh yes, I love Aubrey.
And
yeah, what's it called too? She just got her WWE action figure for the first time.
Yep.
She cried when she got it.
Yep. And then because you just passed on him, I'm taking Mike Chioda.
Great referee.
Yes, excellent. And because you stole Charles Robinson, I'm going to go back. He's still able-bodied. I'm taking Teddy Long.
I'm taking Tom Pritchard when he was the scab referees back in the day.
Oh yeah. You know what? And I think I might take Chioda too.
No, I just took Chioda.
I know. I still might want Chioda, but at the same time, I might get him from you in the draft.
Okay. Yeah, we can work on that. I'm going to throw one more out there because I'm always in favor of the heel referee. I'm taking Brad Maddox. I love heel referees. I don't know why, but heel referees are the shit.
If done right, but
when they're done right.
You should go with the OG Dangerous Danny Davis. Or Nick Patrick, who I think did it.
Nick Patrick. Yes. Let's see. Kelvin chose Chioda, Hebner, Mike Posey, Jim Malado, and Aubrey. So who's your other one, Alex?
Dan Ager.
Dan Ager. Okay.
Dan Ager's my last one. I couldn't remember his name. I was like, I know it's Dan. I just didn't know the last name. I had to Google it to remember what it was. Dan Ager would be my third choice. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of wanted Armstrong to be all of them. But I was like, that motherfucker would be tired by the end of the show every damn week. He would quit on me.
That's Scott Armstrong, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll put him on your list since I chose 4. You can have Scott. And for the crowd, next week's we're going to do pay-per-view titles. That'll be our next installment for the fantasy booking draft, yada yada yada, whatever you want to call it.
I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm telling the fans, I'm telling you ahead of the guy. The Saudi Arabia and Great Balls of Fire are off the table. No, hell the fuck no. Those two are off the table. They don't exist. I will replace those with anything else, but those two pay-per-views do not belong as a pay-per-view. They was a joke.
It's a shame because I think the name Crown Jewel is actually a good name for a pay-per-view.
Yeah. So because when Alex brought up the pay-per-views to me,
it's a good name, but Crown Jewel, the pay-per-view itself, has tarnished that name.
It's synonymous with Saudi Arabia.
Because when you mentioned that the topic of to do pay-per-views, I immediately thought of an entire lineup that has the exact same theme. So I'm ready to go next week with pay-per-views. Anyway.